of finding a theme for the 2013-2014 officer installation, I reviewed a variety of different themes. Did you know there's a book for that? So anyhow, going through the themes and looking at candles and mirrors and plants, and I wanted to go with something I hadn't heard just yet, which is why our theme is key. So with that said, I wanted to, in my life, I've undergone so many key moments, and some of them I would like to share with you today. And in the process of this speech, what keys have you held in your lifetime? And where are those keys leading you today? So first off, I love keys. But when thinking about the keys that would be presented to the board, I couldn't see just handing them anything, like an office key, a mailbox key, God forbid an actual car key. I have some old ones I can give you. But like the ones that you saw handed out today, the elegant ones, also known as skeleton keys. These are the keys that came to mind. To me, these keys show class, strength, and some tarnish. The ones that have been used over and over again, yet still stood the test of time. And the ones that said, look at me, I may be old, but I am still new. And now and then, I can unlock new things. Then while thinking some more on the subject, for some reason, I kept picturing my little niece, Mandy Grace, who at age 1, if given the choice of toys or keys, she would choose the keys. Is it possible that at such an early age, we know the significance of keys in our life? Sure, for Mandy Grace, it's nothing but something fun to chew on, stands up to the test of her teeth, gives her a little salt to keep it tasty, and enough noise to keep her entertained. But think about it. In our adult life, how often do we search for those moments in our life that are built on strength, tasty moments to keep it spicy, and fun noise to keep us entertained? So with that said, I started thinking of the key moments in my life. I remember always feeling the need to hold on to keys that no longer were a part of my life. The key I had as a child to many different homes growing up in 4 different states, keys to 5 different cars, keys to mailboxes, and keys to stores I managed. Hallmark for 10 years. Don't worry, I gave those keys back. They're not coming after me. Each of these keys marked moments in time for me that were special, held memories, and were monumental in my life. However, there are 4 keys that stand out the most to me today. A very personal one, the key of courage. At the time, I didn't realize that I was being presented with this key. At age 21, I actually made the hardest decision in my life. Now this key has a lot of significant prongs on it. A prong of devastating loss, heartache, and fear. But it all added up to courage in the end. Courage to decide not to parent the life growing inside of me at the time, but to seek out a family that would take care of her and who wanted a child that they could not have on their own. At that time in my life, the decision was easy. I had yet to hold her in my arms. However, when born, Brianna Lee was mine for a day and a half before I handed her over to her new life and family. You think that heartache and pain would end there, but it didn't. To this day, those prongs hold tight. But many times, I have to remember that the key in itself, in the end, was courage. And although a definite lesson of pain and loss, a lesson of love and courage prevailed in doing, no doubt, one of the hardest things. Brianna Lee, now known as Ophelia Ann, holds the most important key in my life. She holds, and will always hold, the key to my heart. The next key is the key to my first home, which in so many ways has always been my home, even in childhood. Love you, Dad, but we moved a lot. And most of my summers were spent with my grandmother and grandfather for a month and a half. So, you see, 4 years ago I purchased my grandparents' home. I knew I needed to keep this home in the family when my grandmother moved on and made the decision to purchase it. To this day, I still have my pappy's keys. I actually have quite a few keys of his lying around. With all the keys he ever used tucked away in the same drawer he left them. I have never thrown them away, even though I have no clue where those keys may lead. Maybe maybe one day I need to find out it might be money. And I just cannot depart from them, knowing that at some point in his life, those keys meant something to him. Those keys represent strength, love, and time spent with my grandparents. The key of family. Next. Oh, no, the key of family. All the family can be trying at times. In the end, the key of love always wins. Without going into much detail, my family key has many, many prongs, many dynamics, and many lessons learned. I can say that in my, yes, I'm going to give you my age here, 38 years of experience and time with my family, the key of strength has been held tightly in my hands. I have been referred to by many in my family as the rock, the caregiver, the one to go to whenever there's an issue. And the most recent key given to me today, in many ways, signifies my IAAP career. What Georgia Kreiser, our current secretary, does not know is she handed me my keys to IAAP in 2008 when an email came out to our company saying, hey, Harrisburg's offering a certified administrative professional class review. After reading the email, I picked up the phone because I remembered seeing the initials behind Georgia's name sooner or later and said, what's up with this program? Next thing I knew, Georgia said, be right there. Click. Okay, it was a little terrifying when she came in with a stack of books this high. And the next words out of her mouth even scared me more. Go for it. You can do it. Along with that came my very first invitation to attend my very first IAAP meeting with the Harrisburg chapter. I shortly after that joined. So within my IAAP career, I've learned so much and have volunteered to hold so many keys. The key of time was needed when co-chairing the certification committee in 2009-2010 chapter year with Harrisburg. The key of patience when co-chairing the website committee in 2010-2011 with Harrisburg. Sorry. Inside joke. The key of creativity. I did co-chair it though. The key of creativity when editor for the award-winning Sketches newsletter in 2011-2012. The keys of creativity, once again, when chairing the website, social media, and the editor of the Chocolate Town Courier with Hershey chapter this past year. The key of learning, when president-elect for the new Hershey chapter in 2012-2013. The key of leadership is now presented to me as the president for our future chapter of 2013-2014 year. So with all these keys, I've learned so much. I've learned to keep patience, understanding, knowledge, compassion, regret, fear, joy, friendship, and love, and all those mentioned before. But the most significant key came to me when I was sitting to write this speech. The key to believe in myself. As each year passes and I took on more keys, the key to believe in myself strengthened. As each year passed, that key's new tarnish, yet glass uphill, just stood out a little bit more. Although newly inducted officers today were presented with keys, each of us in this room hold our own keys. All of you here today who are new members are just getting to know your keys with the organization. Cherish these moments, learn from them, and maintain them. Don't forget them. You never know where it may lead for you in your future. And keep in mind that this is also significant for all those personal keys that you also hold dear to your heart as well. My hope with this speech and with this year is that you cherish the keys, nurture them, let them tarnish, but keep them classy. And most of all, never forget where those keys have led you in both your personal and professional careers. Who knew keys would have such a significant meaning, such a small object used on a daily basis, that we tend to forget to give the respect it deserves. Why should key moments in our life be treated the same? Take those key moments and lift them up. Keep them close. And remember to give them the respect those moments deserve. Don't forget about them, because those key moments define our future and our past and help us create our future. I look forward to serving you as your president for the upcoming chapter year. Thank you.